Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum dear students, how are you all? I hope you will be fine. Firstly, I welcome the students of 9th class in the system of KPS schools. I am going to teach you mathematics, in which we have started unit number 2, which is named as real and complex numbers. First of all, we will discuss real numbers. A real number is any number found on a number line. नंबर लाइन पे जितने भी नंबर्स हमें शो हो रहे हैं, जितने भी नंबर्स उस पे पाए जाते हैं, all these numbers are called real numbers. You can see a number line on your screen. The arrow sign on both sides of this line shows us that all the numbers are extended towards both sides. It means that all the numbers that you can see and all the numbers that are found between these numbers are all real numbers. So we can say that all the natural numbers, whole numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers and all integers are considered as real numbers. Before defining the term real number, you have to learn about these numbers. First one is natural numbers. These numbers are represented by a capital letter N, and natural number starts from 1. Next is whole numbers. If we add a number 0 in the natural numbers, then we get a set of whole numbers, and whole numbers are represented by a capital letter W. Next is integers. Integers contains all the positive and negative numbers included 0, and integers are represented by a capital letter Z. We can also represent it by a capital letter I. Next is rational numbers. Rational numbers are represented by a capital letter Q, and these numbers can be written in the form of a fraction. Next is irrational numbers. We can say that irrational numbers are non-terminating and non-repeating decimals. These numbers are not the rational numbers. If the numbers are not the rational numbers, then we can say these are irrational numbers. And if we talk about real numbers, we can say that all the rational and irrational numbers are called real numbers. And if we talk about imaginary numbers, then we can say that if the numbers containing the term iota or the square root of the negative number, then we can say that these are imaginary numbers. And complex numbers contains real and imaginary numbers. It is represented by a capital letter C. So we can say that real numbers are formed from rational numbers and irrational numbers, and real numbers are denoted by a capital letter R, which contains natural numbers, whole numbers, integer numbers, rational and irrational numbers. All these numbers are considered as real numbers. Now we will discuss rational numbers and irrational numbers in detail. First of all, we will discuss rational numbers. These are the numbers that can be expressed in the form of a fraction. The fraction here is P over Q, where P is considered as numerator and Q is taken as denominator. It has two conditions. First condition is that both these numbers P and Q belongs to integer number, where the alphabet Z represents integer numbers, and second condition is that the denominator Q should not be 0. If both these conditions are satisfied, then we can say that the given number is a rational number. For example, 1 by 2, 7 by 3, minus 3 by 8, minus 5 by 9. All these are examples of rational numbers because these numbers can be written in the form of a fraction. Under root 16 is not in the form of a fraction, but it is also a rational number because we can convert this number into fractional form. When we take the under root of 16, it will give us a number 4. And we know that if a number have no denominator, then we can write here 1. So it will become 4 over 1. It means that under root 16 can be written in the form of a fraction, so it is also a rational number. Here I will explain decimal representation of rational numbers. It contains 2 points, which are terminating decimals and recurring decimals. First point tells us that if a number is completely divisible by another number without any remainder, then we can say this is a rational number. In the first example, 202.04, you can see that decimal part is 04, which has only 2 digits. So this is a rational number. In the other two examples, you can observe that there are only finite number of digits in the decimal part, so these are also rational numbers. Second point tells us that if one number or more numbers in the decimal part are repeated again and again and never end, then this number is also a rational number. In the first example, a number 3 is repeated again and again in the decimal part, so this is a rational number. In the last example, 3.12281228, the term 12281228 is repeated again and again in the decimal part, so this is also an example of rational number. Now I will explain irrational numbers. These are the numbers that cannot be put in the form of p over q, where p is considered as numerator and q is denominator, and both these numbers must belongs to z and q not equal to 0. कोई भी ऐसे दो नंबर्स जिन्हें हम फ्रैक्शन की फॉर्म में राइट नहीं कर सकते, these are called irrational numbers. Two conditions are here. Both these numbers p and q must belong to integers and denominator should not be 0. Here are some examples of irrational numbers, which are under root 5, under root 3 and under root 13. All these are examples of irrational numbers because these numbers cannot be expressed in the form of a fraction. In the last, you can see a term pi whose value is equal to 22/7. This is the most common example of irrational numbers because in the decimal part it has infinite number of digits. That's why this is called irrational number. Now I will explain decimal representation of irrational numbers. It also contains 2 points, but these are opposite to the rational numbers. These are non-terminating decimals and non-recurring decimals. In the first example, 1.709975947, it has non-repeating number of digits to the right. So we can say this is a non-terminating decimal, and in the last example, no digit is repeated indefinitely. So this is an example of non-recurring decimals. From both these examples, we conclude that if a number is non-repeating and non-recurring, then we can say it is an irrational number. From the decimal representation of rational and irrational numbers, we can observe that if a number is terminating and recurring, then this is an example of rational number. And if a number is non-terminating and non-recurring, then we can say it is an irrational number. Now you have to learn all these terms and you have to give your best. Thanks to all of you for your cooperation. Allah Hafiz.